This was a wild week. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the weekly recap. We got quickies, the main story, and the FoxTail Award awards. It's so nice that we named it twice. So let's get to the quickies. Mouz complete Brawlin signing. You know, I thought he was already staying on Mouz, but hey, better late than never. Formerly on loan with NIP, Mouz decided to purchase a contract of Brawlin outright. Originally loaned in January of this year, he spent the entire first half of this season with a 114 rating. With this signing, it solidifies Mouz's roster, the #1 team in the world, by the way, to stay permanently as Sui, Torji, Yimfat, and Zershin band together. But oddly enough, some are still not sold on the signing of Brawlin. They believe the 21-year-old rifler will return to his disappointing NIP days, though I personally have my doubts on that. I see Brawlin as an amazing rifler as he ranks 16th best rating of all players in 2024. So yeah, great signing, Mouz. We move to our next story, and it's a sad one. Noah Nifty Francis has hung up the mouse and retired from competition. In a tweet, quote, "In March, I made the decision to retire from competition definite. If I had never attempted to compete again, I would have felt regret for years to come. It was valuable in many ways to try again. Through time, my passions and interests have shifted to different areas in life." Yeah, his career might have ended with a 1.0 rating, but the NA Opera had one of the craziest games in CS history. Cementing his legacy as the Nifty 50, his talent was one never to question. Gathering 50 Ks in a single match on Inferno against Mousesports in 2018 at IEM Sydney, fans lost their ever-living minds seeing Noah going completely crazy. Winning the game 25-23, yeah, it went that far, and having a 156 rating, it was his tied for 10th best rating game ever and will go down in history as one of the greatest performances ever. So Nifty, I thank you so much for your CS career and know that your legacy as a Nifty 50 will live on forever. Our next story is one NA fans are mixed about. Hallzerk inks a new complexity deal. The opera's been going through a bright future and has been rumored both sides of the coin. He'll be released soon or he's getting re-signed. And the latter has been confirmed. His last two events being a 1.02 and a 1.03 rating respectfully, many thought the NA org would need new life brought into the mix. Complexity disagreed with this to the fullest. And with Hallzerk and crew barely making it to the ESL Jonko Ping playoffs, I hope I said that right, they have a chance to qualify for ESL Pro League Season 20 and make some major noise. So Complexity, prove us you have what it takes with Hallzerk. Up next is Tyloo signing G. The 19-year-old Opera's got a new home just weeks after parting ways with Lin Vision. And for Tyloo, this was a much-needed signing. Now with this move, the Chinese roster has only one more roster spot to fill before completing the roster. Oddly enough, though, Tyloo has more bench players than starters. But with the new major experience from the Opera, who averaged a 1.08 rating in his 14-month career with Lin Vision, this is a massive boost to Tyloo. Who's going to be their final player, though? Only time will tell there. Our next massive quickie involves G2 and Mouz? I'm sorry, what? The star in the making rifler at M80 has been making the face of the rumor mills as G2 are contemplating a massive move. With them already being in the player break, those worlds are swirling around either Hooksy, Nexa, or both heading out. And this is certainly going to be a crazy move if they do it. With an incredible 1.32 rating in 2024, Mouz has a massive but small caveat. Don't mess with the star power. Let him do what he wants, so much like how you don't mess with how m0NESY plays. If G2 can comprehend that, and that's a big if, then by all means he'd be a great signing for the roster, if this happens. Comment down below if you think Mouz is on the fast track to G2. And our last quickie is the Shanghai Major ticking me off again. With the major slated for November 11th, they decided now that the cutoff date for the regional standings is August 7th. So they have a long time to get visas together? That sounds like a great thing, right? Well, yes, but there's a reason I'm a bit upset about this, as August 7th is the day before IEM freaking Cologne! This means that IEM Cologne teams will not be considered in the ranking, leaving teams that miraculously made it hoping on other tier 1 and 2 tier placements instead. Teams like Alternate Attacks, who have a shot at making the grand stage, who by the way are ranked number 80, are hoping a 3rd place at XP Game Fest and a win at DACH Masters Season 1 Finals is enough. Yeah, it's probably not going to be. So Valve fixed this. Changing the rules to the major and no longer allowing open qualifiers is a massive mistake. Teams like Alternate Attacks, who might catch a massive break going far in a huge tournament like IEM Cologne, only to be said, sorry, doesn't count, better luck next time, is a massive FU to the teams that make CS great and its players who put in thousands of hours into the game seem like they don't matter. Valve, It's time to fix this. And now for the main story. The 2025 Major announcement. Austin, Texas hosts the 2025 Blast Major. After the success of the 2023 Paris Major, Valve have rewarded Blast with another major just 2 years after their first. So with rumors spreading of possibly the United States being host, NA fans, including myself, were screaming as loud as we could to bring it home. Just like at IEM Dallas when Stewie 2K returned to the stage for the first time in years, the fans here are passionate about their CS. Besides, 2018 Boston was the last time the US hosted such a prestigious event, and seeing another year going by without rewarding one of the greatest fan regions to CS in the world, it just doesn't sit right. However, with Blast Premier Spring Final going on in London, they announced that the US will in fact receive the major in Austin, Texas in June. So 100-degree heat major, here we come! With the University of Texas at Austin being the host, I hope they have air conditioning. But while the weather is an actual thing to consider, the other thing to consider is the United States government, because they straight up don't know the difference between their head and their... In all seriousness, Nine Pandas couldn't make the Copenhagen Major, and with the Boston Major having Tyloo and 100 Thieves having the same visa issues as well, Flash Gaming being put into the Major, it's a concern that has to be addressed. If, and trust me, as an NA YouTuber, this is a big if, all visas are addressed properly and each team can come in without issues, this will shape up to be one of, if not the greatest hype for a Major in a very long time. Now the only question is, can G2 sign Stewie just a week before the tournament? Just, asking for a friend. But this leads up to the FoxTail Awards, and my first award goes to the Mongols. When you hoist a crown at Yala Compass and become the first Asia team to win a Tier 1 tournament since 2010, yep, you deserve it. And my player of the week, however, goes to Brawlin. Why? Well, because he's finally home with Mouz after 6 months on loan. Finally putting behind the chapter of NIP behind him, he no longer has any fear of NIP saying, "We changed our mind, you're with us again." So congrats to Brawlin for winning the coveted award. But our next award is the Shot of the Week award.
Oh, let's go!
And now it's the Callout of the Week award. Obi, I love you, but something's wrong with you, man.
Oh, fuck! You pushed past! Did I kill it? I'm blind.
And finally, it's the coveted What the Heck Did I Just Watch award.
He has a chicken sniper? Fuck off.
Oh, you got me through the smoke. Oh, okay.
Let's go!
What a nade!
And that's the weekly recap. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, check out our most recent video on your left. And if you did enjoy, maybe drop a like and a subscribe. It's free and it helps out an absolute ton. I'll catch you on the next one. Have an epic day. I'm out. Peace!